Hello again, Tesla Guy here, and I have an addition to my previous video about my solution for the charging issues with the Cybertruck wireless charger by going to some charging pads that are Magsafe compatible. I just upgraded to the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and because of the way the camera is now basically the full back as opposed to just sitting in the upper corner of the back of the phone, I needed to switch the pads to some that would be compatible, which I've done, and they're actually kind of cool because they have some multicolor ambient light stuff, and I'll include a link there. I have attached them the same way. You can refer to the other video. I'll give you a link back to that shows how I did it using some magnetic tape and some metal tape and so forth, and some other accessories. So, but this is just an improvement on that, and it updates it for the new iPhones. I had to go to two new Magsafe compatible charging pads because I got the new iPhone 17 Pro Max, which the cutout there wouldn't fit. So I'm going to just throw this on there so you can see. And there we go. And it's charging. So that's it. I've put a few spacers and things on here to make this sit a little more higher up. Otherwise it won't quite fit in there, and I'll show you a little bit of that. But otherwise it's working great just as it was. These are kind of fun because they have this button on here that lets you change the ambient color of it. So a few different options, and there we go. So that's that, and I will now show you I just basically took some little rubber feety things and cut them in there and used it to prop it up. I'll show you what one looks like. Actually, I can just prop this one up. I'm still using the magnetic holder setup here, which I'll link the other video where I showed all this stuff. But this is the only change, and I'll link this in there. So you can see on the bottom I have a bunch of little rubber feet and then one on the side, and this enables it to, when it goes down in there, to sit at the right height, and it's magnetically held in there. And the real reason I made this magnetically held in there is because occasionally you do need to use other items, like especially the card key may need to go into the charger, so you can just lay it down there on the other side. Okay, thank you. I hope that was helpful to somebody, and if you need to use a referral code, there should be one right up here on the screen, maybe there or there, I'm not sure yet, but somewhere, and also in the description below. And again, there will be a link to the previous video that shows how I installed those pads, but there you go. Anyway, till next time. I don't make these very often, but I only make them when I think that they may have some relevance and be helpful to others in my situation. Have a great day.